Something that I've been really trying to work on recently is controlling my emotions. Alright, that's not to say that I'm a crazy, crash out, angry type of person, because I'm not. I'd say I'm a pretty calm person. Alright, but that's on the outside. On the inside, my mind is constantly, overthinking and running. And when your mind is constantly overthinking with thoughts, it's really easy to lose track of your emotions and how you're feeling. So that's just something I'm trying to work on because uh, thoughts create your emotions, which is the title of the video. Alright, your thoughts create your emotions. So what I mean on that is your thoughts are not actually your thoughts. They're just thoughts. And you're the observer of your thoughts. So when a thought appears in your head, let's say it says something like, oh, I'm a loser in life. That's not actually your thought. It's just a thought. But you, as the observer, choose to make that into your thought. So, to go deeper into that, let's say you have a thought like, oh, I'm a loser. You have two choices in your head, positive or negative. One is to realize that you're not a loser, and that is just a thought, and to let it go one ear out the other. The second option is the negative one, right? The thought shows up in your head, it's like, oh, I'm a loser. And you start thinking about it, you're like, wait, that's my thought. Maybe I am a loser. And then you start getting sad, depressed, stressed, all of that. So to avoid that, you have to realize that you can basically control your mind. You can control your own thoughts, basically. Or no, you can't control your thoughts, but you can control what thoughts you entertain. You can control what thoughts you entertain. Because our minds, we have millions, billions, trillions, basically an infinite amount of thoughts until we die. We have so many thoughts, you can't even keep track of how many thoughts you have. That's why, intrusive thoughts, those thoughts aren't actually yours. So once you can detach yourself, the observer, from your thoughts in your head, that's when you will be able to control your emotions so much more easily. I feel like this is a big problem. Probably not even just in the U.S., but in the whole world. Many people cannot control their emotions. Right? That's why you see so much crazy shit in the world, man. And I feel like once people actually try to control their emotions more and realize that they are the observer, right? How you, what was I gonna say? Your internal mind, it reflects your external world, right? I read this in a book. I mean, it's just common sense, really. But like, if you have two people, they're at a coffee shop. One person, right? He could be having the best time of his life, right? The girl that he liked said yes to the date, and another guy, he could have, maybe he got dumped by his girlfriend. Okay, that there's two people in the exact same coffee shop, same human being, or not the same human being, but they're human beings, right? Could be drinking the same coffee, and yet their experiences of life are so much more different because of their internal, what they're thinking internally. Now, once you can realize this, that your internal thoughts make your external world, right? This kind of ties in with manifestation and law of attraction, which I'm going to talk about in another video. But, damn, my face is looking bloated. But, once you can realize this, then you will be able to control your thoughts and your emotions that much more easily. So the reason why I've been trying to work on this is because, well, I think everyone should work on this, but especially recently, I started day trading like 4 or 5 months ago. And before I started day trading, I thought I was in control of my emotions. I thought I was a pretty stoic, calm person. And day trading exposed that, because I was constantly losing thousands of dollars every month, every week, every day, almost every day. I lost so much money before I actually made money. And that emotional roller coaster of one day you make a couple $1,000, the next day you lose it all, over and over and over again. That completely wrecked me, and it made me realize that I'm not as invincible as I thought I was emotionally. So, just something I've been trying to work on recently. Controlling my thoughts, controlling my emotions. Because, at the end of the day, there's always two things to look, there's always two ways to look at everything, right? It's a law, it's the law of the universe. There's always two opposites. I think it's called the law of polar or something like that, right? Good and bad, hot and cold, back and front, negative, positive. You get the drift. There's always two ways to look at something, right? Positive and negatively. You have a thought in your mind. Before you even start to feel any emotions, when you have a thought, you have to do a little exercise, do a little break the thought down. You have a thought in your mind, and then you have a thought in your mind that can lead to a good emotion or a bad emotion, right? Let's say you get broken up with. Let's say you get broken up with. One person, they can be like, no, I'm never gonna find love again. I'm never gonna find someone that treats me right again. No, this and that, this and that. And of course, they're gonna be all depressed, sad, upset about it. Right? Another person, they can realize that oh, maybe they did get broken up with. Maybe it's not the best option, but it could help them. Maybe because this person was already cheating on them before. Maybe they were toxic before. Maybe they just weren't the best match for them before. So instead of thinking that they're never gonna find love again, they could think that maybe they could find someone who's better. You know what I'm saying? Now, obviously, it's more complicated. It may be more complicated than that. But my main message is that your thoughts create your emotions, and your thoughts are not actually your thoughts. And once you can learn that, once you really learn that, and you realize that you're the observer of your thoughts, and the thoughts that you choose to entertain end up becoming your thoughts, I feel like life would be a lot easier. And there's a quote. It's a quote. I think it was your thoughts create your habits. Wait, no. Your thoughts create your actions. Your actions create your habits. Your habits create who you are, whatever. Your habits create your character, and your character creates your destiny. Right? It all forms in your head. Everything starts in your head. But yeah. Oh shit. That's the end of the video, guys. I'm gonna start making more though.